Hello.
Hi.
It is New Year's Eve.
Yep.
And we just wanted to pop in and say a quick Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I know it's like way past January 1st at this point for you guys. But for us, it's New Year's Eve. It's 10 o'clock. And we've done so many podcasts. You know, like, how many exactly have we done?
Yeah,
What's your guess? It's like probably 30 something, right?
I'm going to guess 30 even.
30 even?
Yeah.
What are we called? Erica and Gig. No, that was not what I clicked on. Wow. 29. This is number 30.
This is number 30.
We've done 30 podcasts this year.
That's crazy.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe we only started it this year. And that was one of our goals. That was on your list, right?
That was on one of my, like, big... What's it?
Big goals of 2019.
Yeah, I think so.
And you did 3 out of 4 of them.
I did 3 out of 4 of them, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, one of the goals was to start a podcast. We did it.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
I'm excited to see, where it goes, not only just over the next year, but, like, if we keep it up for like, as long as we can. Like, it's... The cool thing about our podcast, and I'm sure I've said this tons of times before, is that it's, like, so casual. Like, there's so little expectation because it's what we make it.
Yeah.
And it's fun. And, like, the cool thing is the people who watch it, you guys who watch or listen or whatever, you're not here to, like, because you expect a certain type of entertainment or whatever. You're here because you like us and you enjoy chatting with us, and it's a very casual conversation. And I really like those kinds of podcasts because it's like I don't have to think. I don't have to work hard. And sometimes you just need that kind of... It's like I've had times in my life where I've been alone. Like, there's no other people around. So having something like this is really nice because it's like you have friends.
Yeah.
And that's what I see this as also. Like it's many things, but one of the important things of it to me is that we can be there for people, right? We can offer that kind of, I don't know, friendship in a kind of way. And that's the cool thing about the internet.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to be blinking weird because I have glitter in my eyes.
Yeah.
I am wearing these pants. If you're watching the video version, I am wearing these sparkly pants, and I leave a trail everywhere. If I touch it, it's on my hands, and then I touch my face, I'm a goner.
You should have seen the car seat.
Oh my gosh. At the restaurant we were at for dinner, I was like in the middle of a bench, so I had to like slide out if someone had to go to the washroom, and I'd get back in. Well, I'd like stand and look at the bench, and it's just a trail of glitter like all down the bench.
Glitter on my hands.
It's on you.
It's on
I don't
me.
know how.
Yeah. I had glitter on my face before you even put those on today. I don't know how it escaped you keep those in a plastic bag so the glitter doesn't get everywhere.
It's weird.
They're nice pants though.
They're really nice. I wanted to wear them to the UBCP Awards, but then it was like, no, the dress would be better. Pardon me, jeez, keep burping. So I'm glad I finally got a chance to wear them because they're so cute.
Mm-hmm.
We don't go out and party on New Year's. We like to stay in.
We like to stay in, do our own thing, watch a movie. I have to work tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So
It's 7:30.
I want to stay up until like the new year, but I'm gonna have to get up at 5:30. So
okay, someone called this year or this like New Year. What was it? The year of hindsight?
yeah.
And I didn't get it at first. Like, I'll give you guys a second so that it can sink in. The year of hindsight. Because hindsight is 2020. It seriously took me way longer than it should have.
I love that. That's awesome.
I'm gonna call 2020 the year of hindsight for the whole year.
And I tweeted today. As we enter the 2020s.
The roaring 20s.
Let's just hope it's as roaring as the 1920s, but with less depression afterward.
I ruined it.
That's okay. I've been waiting to tweet that for like 3 months.
I have so many like ideas of like captions to post on my birthdays, like 25 and stuff like that. But I just know I'm gonna forget.
Write them down. but then put a
Put it in
a
the
reminder in
calendar.
the calendar, be like, caption idea for 25th birthday.
That's a good idea.
Oh, God. Okay, we're still 23. I keep thinking we're 24. We
I
talked
know,
about that
I
today.
Yeah, it's weird. I keep thinking, oh my god, next year we turn 25. And I'm like, no. Oh my god, in 2 hours, I will be saying this year we turn 24.
Oh, no.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Maybe we should post this podcast tonight.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Let's post it tonight. So you
Lucky
guys get to listen
get
to
a
it.
bonus.
You get a bonus podcast.
There will be one this weekend as well. We want to be back this weekend.
Yeah.
Also, I'm probably not going to be back on my main channel until like after the 6th, just because I want to take the time off until like I'm back at work. Because right now, I don't know, like not making money really stresses me out. Like when it comes to making videos, because most of my videos I have to spend money.
Yeah.
Even though the one that I have planned is like a rant, so those are my favorite videos, and apparently you guys like them too because they get the most like views and comments and stuff.
Yeah, most interaction.
So that's really cool. It's cool to know because I really enjoy making those videos. So.
Mm-hmm. I'll be back soon too. I actually have 2 videos that I've made over the last month that I've just been editing. I'm still trying to get better at like being more efficient with editing, so try and get better at that so I can deliver more videos to you guys. Because that's a goal of mine this year, is to be more consistent with my uploads, and I have a couple of like YouTube goals that I want to achieve that I'd have to upload more consistently to achieve those. But I'm also starting school this year, which is like terrifying for me because I put off doing university. I graduated high school a year early, and I put off doing university to pursue acting like really seriously, and it didn't really quite, pan out how I planned or had hoped or whatever, which is totally fine. That's life, right? But I'm excited for this new chapter with school because I was always pretty good at school, and I'm doing it online, so it's what I'm used to from homeschooling. So I'm just starting with one course. We'll see. This is exciting. But I'm also really scared.
You can do it.
Yeah.
If I can do it, you can do it. Jeez.
Yeah.
You, Mr. Straight A's.
I had one B.
I miss summer school. I miss doctor's note with mental health issues, so please pass her. I'm so glad I'm not a teenager anymore. It feels so much better to be an adult and like not have to worry about that kind of stuff. Like school was so hard on me as a teenager. And now it's like yeah, I'm still like scraping by trying to finish school, but I know it's not because of like mental health issues or like bullying anymore, so thank God I'm out of high school.
Well, it's interesting how different that is, like, for you and me, because I'd do high school all over again if it meant I didn't have to worry about being an adult.
Oh, I would too.
Yeah, because like for me, there's like certain things that I want to achieve as an adult, which like again, like this next year starts in 2 hours, an hour and 45 minutes. I want to do certain things this year that are because I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Like, I want to move out. I want to, I want to buy an apartment.
Yeah.
Which is, like, man, I feel like I'm nowhere near being able to do that. But
We're closer than you think.
we're closer than I feel. But at the same time, it's like, I've got to give myself a little bit more credit for what I'm capable of.
Mm-hmm.
Because I still feel like a teenager.
Yeah, I understand that. Like, sometimes I think I successfully crossed my legs without hitting the table. Okay, can we just acknowledge that? Anyways, sometimes I feel like, sometimes I just want to be back in school, like in class. You know, I feel like I didn't take advantage of the knowledge that I could have learned. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What was that? That wasn't a yes or a no. That was like a side to side.
Well, so my view on high school is that, like, you don't really learn that much. To be honest, that's my opinion. You can, but like I even like applied myself during high school to get good grades and to learn, but I didn't really learn anything that much that was useful.
Well, no, I'm not saying that I want to learn stuff that's useful. I'm just saying I could have learned stuff in general.
Yeah.
I had a really hard time with school. I was basically never there, right? So.
Mm-hmm. I'm just
doing anything.
saying what I'm grateful for, like, now being out of high school is I can learn whatever I want.
accessible, yeah, you can. Honestly, I learned more from like being on Tumblr for 3 years than I did for like all of high school. Like really practical things.
Yeah.
Like the only thing I can think about right now is how to survive if you're like buried alive.
Yeah.
But like you learn stuff like that on Tumblr. You don't learn stuff like that in school.
Yeah.
They should teach you how to do your taxes, to be honest.
I actually think that there was something to do with Planning 10 or something like that.
Well, they didn't teach it in school.
I had to go onto the CRA's website, and they basically give you a breakdown of how taxes work. But it wasn't like, here's how you do your taxes.
Exactly.
This is like, here's how the government taxes you.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't need to know that.
It's more like, okay, here's how the government's going to tax you, but you have to know how much to give them. They already know how much, but they're not going to tell you how much you're supposed to give them.
Yeah.
You just have to guess. And if you guess wrong, you go to jail.
Yeah. And like, I'm at a point in my life where I've had an accountant for most of my adult life, and now it's like, oh, man, I had an accountant that's specifically for the industry, and like, no offense to you, my accountant, if you ever listen to this, Richard, like, no offense, but like, I'm at a point in my life and my career where it's like, I can't afford to pay that to get my taxes done.
My accountant is amazing. Like, Cheryl, you're not listening to this, but thank you so much. You were so good. She has 2 golden retrievers that literally live in the office, and they're so cute. And they sign the Christmas card, too. They have little paw prints. It's really cute. Anyways, and she's so cheap.
Well, like, the thing is, like, the accountant I used to use is specifically for entertainment, but that's why they can charge so much, because they're, like, specialized. But the thing is, it's not really that different. And then the other thing is, I have a U.S. residency, so I've got to file taxes there. And, like, I'm now worried that if I don't make the right decisions, it's going to, like, backfire with taxes, I mean. But, like, I don't make any money in the States.
Yeah,
so
it's
like, it's not like they're going to be like, you owe us money. It's like, I didn't make any money.
Yeah.
I don't have any money to give you.
Well, and they changed, the current president changed the rules when it comes to, like, taxing actors.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So now you can't claim anything.
Right.
It's like super weird.
So it's a good thing I'm not making any money.
It's like you were in the entertainment industry. Current president.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not saying
that. We don't need to get into that because there's like immigration stuff too. Like with my green card, has now made me concerned because of this president has now made me concerned that they're just gonna take it away because they can.
Because border people. Sorry, we're getting political, but border people were not allowed to touch green cards. Like they literally, I don't think they could even like they could not take it away at the border, and now they're allowed to.
Yeah.
Which is so scary.
They can be like, I feel like you're not fully using this green card. Go home. You can't come back.
Scary.
Yeah.
And your immigration lawyer was like, yeah, I've had people call me and be like, they took it away. What do I do? And she has to be like, sorry, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, I mean, we can start all over again, but...
Yeah, she's like, I can file for a new one,
yeah, that's going to
but
cost
we can't
a lot
get your
of
old
money.
one back. That's so scary. Imagine,
Yeah.
like, spending all that time and money, and then they just, like, meh, you don't deserve it anymore. Bloop.
I've imagined it. I've imagined it.
Too much.
And I fear it.
Anyways, we should be positive.
Yeah.
It's a new year. It's a new decade.
A new decade.
It's gonna be fun.
You said to me earlier, we're gonna turn 30 in this decade.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But then, like, okay,
That scares
so
me so
the last couple weeks, I've actually been thinking about this a lot. I've been thinking, okay, in the 2020s, we're gonna turn 30.
Mm-hmm.
Like by 2030, we're gonna be 33.
Yeah.
Right. But at the same time, the 30s, like I'm like, the 20s are when you're young, you can have fun, but the 30s are too.
Why can't you just have fun in every decade?
Yeah, that's true. Why can't you just have fun your whole life?
Yeah.
As long as you're, like, not destroying your life.
I've been thinking about that a lot recently. I'm like, if life really has no meaning, then, like, why don't I just have more fun? Like, I have so much anxiety, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I can just, like, turn it off and have fun.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. And I've been so much more, like, adventurous, especially when it comes to food.
Yeah. I've actually been really proud of you for that lately because, like, you'll be like, I'm going to try this. I'm like, what? Because never in a million years would I thought you just, like, nonchalantly want to take a bite of something.
Yeah.
Like, what was
or,
it?
like, I'll, like, talk to people or, like I had a little bit of trouble today because my social meter, like of confidence, you know, had kind of run out. Like I'd already like talked to the waiter and stuff, so I was feeling a little bit shy at this point. And my mom was like, "Oh, ask like my brother's friend to take a photo of the whole family," right? I couldn't get myself to do it. Like it took me like a good half an hour to be able
Really?
to be able to ask him to take a photo.
Huh?
Because like sometimes it just gets like that. Some like most of the time, like in the past, I wouldn't be able to at all.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "You do it," you know. But now it's like I can do more stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I've just been more confident in general. I mean, I dyed my hair pink, like
Yeah.
I didn't have a panic attack about it.
Yeah. I wanna do something similar, like focus on something similar, like in the future, this next decade, because I feel like in my mind I'm such a perfectionist. I go, it has to be a certain way, right? And I get kind of like I feel like there's a potential for me to have almost like a panic attack if it doesn't go out the way that I have it in my mind, right? That was like when I was in high school and I started learning more advanced math. If I didn't know the answer, it was regardless of whether I knew how to do it. If I didn't know the answer, I would have a panic attack because it's not like in my mind, it's not like I know the answer, right? So, and it's weird because I didn't even know that was what I was experiencing.
Yeah. So,
the year of hindsight, it's good to know that like I can, and what you said with like, it's weird to put it this way, but if life has no meaning, right? Like if there's no purpose, you can create your own purpose.
Yeah.
Right? Give yourself less pressure to live up to something that doesn't actually exist.
And don't take that as that you have no meaning, because that's not what I mean at all.
Yeah.
Like everyone's valuable and everyone is important.
Valuableheart.com.
Oh my god, not the right time. It's a reassuring thought for me. Like it might not be for a lot of people, like thinking that, oh my god, life might not have a meaning. But for me, it's like, it's a way to kind of like counteract my anxiety, which sounds super weird, I know, because it can be an anxiety-inducing thought, thinking that life has no meaning.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, sometimes it helps to think that I can make whatever decisions I want, and I can have fun, and it's really not that big a deal, you know?
Yeah, because like I really do understand the importance of structure, community, and values. Like a lot of religions offer all of that, offer people direction, offer people like almost like a safety net of life kind of thing. Like here's your way, almost like it's not always spiritual, but like here's your core value system that you can rely on, right? And then that way, if you get some bumps and bruises in life, it doesn't feel so terrible. And I actually really appreciate that with religions. Like I'm pretty much agnostic. I don't really believe in, I wasn't raised with any religions, but I highly respect religion for that purpose.
What's the difference between agnostic and atheist?
Atheist means you don't believe in God. Agnostic means you don't, okay, I might be wrong. Atheist is one thing of not believing. Agnostic is you don't believe in any religion.
You know what's funny is our next podcast is going to be Gig explaining things. Like, because the thing is, I'm like a little kid. If I have a question, I need to ask it, and I need an answer. You know, like that, right? Like, what's the difference, Gig? Right? And you, like, to the best of your knowledge, tell me what it is, or you make an educated guess.
Yeah.
Right? And I love that. Like, that's like one of my favorite things, like, about a relationship.
Yeah.
Is like that, like, I can just be like, Gig, what came first, the chicken or the egg? And you're like, well, by my educated guess, I believe it to be this, right? And so I thought it'd be really fun to do a podcast, and that's actually the first one that we had planned to come back. But then my mom actually tonight was like, why don't you do a podcast tonight? And I was like, well, maybe we should. But so that'll be Sunday's podcast.
I'm really excited for that podcast because, again, like I like that about our relationship too, but also like because I like when you ask me things, but also I like being challenged to figure out what I do know, right? I don't think I know everything. And most of the time I'm like, I'm probably wrong, but here's a plausible explanation, right? And because I'm a very science-based person, I love the scientific method. I like analyzing things. Like, that's one of my faults. I overanalyze everything. but it's almost like a fun exercise. Like, you like doing puzzles. I like kind of like coming up with explanations for things, even if they might not be true. It's like,
And sometimes you need to think about them for a while. Like,
Yeah.
I'll ask you something and you're like, I'm not sure. And then, like, the next day you're like, so I was thinking about that, and here's what I think, you know?
yeah,
You need to kind of let it, like, ruminate.
yeah,
It's cool. I love that about you.
yeah. And we could have that as like a reoccurring game that we play on the podcast.
Yeah. But the problem is, when I have a question, I need to ask it right away. So I'm going to have trouble coming up with questions. So I might just go on, like, Explain Like I'm 5 or something on Reddit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or we could just start having a conversation, and I'm sure you'd come up with
That's
questions.
true.
Yeah. All right, I think maybe we should call it there, not make it too long, not draw it out.
Yeah, we said we were going to do 5 minutes.
Yeah. But I'm really excited. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy new decade, even though it's just like a number we put on it. So don't put too much pressure on
Time
yourselves.
isn't real, guys.
It's just another day, guys.
Yeah.
Like, it's just Wednesday.
Oh, sorry.
It's just like...
I'm having acid reflux.
Yeah, me too a little bit, but we did have really rich food.
Oh, can we just talk about dinner for a second?
Okay,
I'm
yeah, let's
sorry.
talk about dinner.
Every year we go to the keg with my family, and, like, it's a tradition, like, everybody gets everybody keg gift cards for Christmas, and then we go to the keg on New Year's Eve. And we used to always have steaks. I mean, you still do sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't eat beef anymore, so I just get escargot as a appetizer, which, yes, I know I'm a picky eater and I eat snails, okay? I know how weird that sounds. And then I get a Caesar salad, and then I have a lobster tail on the side. And then we have Billy Miner pie for dessert.
I had a steak, but I think next year I'm not going to have a steak. I'm not going to completely cut out beef. I've, like, cut it down a lot, but the thing is, I don't think I'd ever be able to give up beef jerky. And not, like, just beef jerky you buy at the store, but when I make my own beef jerky.
But we should try making different types of jerky.
Yeah, like, I really want to make, like, with the same exact recipe, but turkey and coconut.
Yeah, that's the two that I was thinking.
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah. But, yeah, that, like, I will have it occasionally, and I really don't eat beef that often. Like, every time I get, like, a burger, I get a chicken burger.
Yeah.
I almost never, ever
Or
get a
Beyond.
beef burger. Yeah, or a Beyond, like the vegan one, yeah. So, I had a lobster tail. It was so good.
Yeah.
And I think next year what I'm going to do is I'm just going to order, like, a whole lobster. Or
Oh.
just, like, 2 lobster tails.
You put the rest of the butter on the potatoes. How was that?
That was okay, but because I was so full and it was
Oh,
super
yeah.
rich, I was like trying to eat it because it tasted really good, but at the
Mm.
same time, my body was like, stop. Please do not do this anymore.
That's funny. I also had a Just Peachy smoothie, which is like basically like, if you guys know the Bellini from Cactus Club. Do they have those in other places?
I don't
Bellini?
know.
But it's like a blended peach drink, but without the alcohol. That's
Yeah.
what I had.
It's like a peach pina colada,
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
but without the pina colada. Like, it's like a peach. Yeah, I guess it's got the cream and the peach, but no, I don't think it has coconut. It doesn't have pineapple in it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just like ice cream and peach
Yeah.
type of thing.
I actually watched him make it. It's ice, heavy cream, and like an Oasis peach drink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. It's
Yeah.
really good though.
It is.
But the thing is, I order it first, and then I drink it, and then I'm full, and then
Yeah.
I try to eat dinner, and I'm like, God, I'm full.
And then we sit down and they give you bread, and then you order your appetizer, and then you order your entree.
Yeah, we got a VIP discount. I don't really know what that means.
Yeah, me neither.
It was super weird. It was like minus $9.50. It was like,
I think
okay.
it was because they screwed up other people's orders at our table. Like, ours were fine.
yeah. But then they didn't take a discount off of some other people at the table.
Really?
Yeah, Campbell. They didn't take a discount off of his.
Oh, but they took it off of Duncan's.
Yeah.
Weird. Anyways. All right. Back to the Happy New Year's
Yes.
and the salutations.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
Life, it's just, you know,
You don't make progress by making big changes. You make progress by making small little changes that don't overwhelm you.
when people go back in time, they're so worried about making small changes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they don't want to mess up the big picture. But then in normal day life, we don't think that the small decisions are
Gonna make big
good.
changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like just the little things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want that ice cream? That might be the thing that like boosts your happiness. Go get that ice cream.
Or you want to run a marathon? Don't run 10K. Run for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Every day until you can run 10K.
Exactly.
Or until you can run the 42 kilometers or whatever.
You don't have to
marathon
start big. You can start small.
Yeah. Work your way up.
You want to go to the gym as your New Year's resolution? Go once a week. Don't see. That's what I did last year. I was like, I'm gonna go 3 times a week. I got a gym membership, and I hated it. I kept the gym membership for like 10 months, and I never went to the gym. So.
And I completely fell off my fitness thing too. And I was like beating myself up. I was like, I'm gonna get fat. I'm gonna like. But then I realized I'm a pretty active person, anyways.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not like exercising, but I want to be more active. But I'm gonna slowly introduce exercise back into my life. And I think that's a good note to end on.
Yeah.
All right.
You can do it, guys.
You can do it.
We
I don't
love
know.
you.
I said it like, you can do it. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the new year.
Have a good one, guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye.
Bye.